Week 4. Did you do your homework? Have you covered everything that you need to cover? Are you writing the prayers? Are you doing the daily devotion? Are you really reflecting on the word? You're growing? Because you know what? It's all about more in 24. But guess what? In order for there to be more in your life, and we taught you how to rest, taught you how to sit back, how not to just be overwhelmed with life itself, to rest in God, both physically as well as spiritually. But after you finish resting, guess what? God wants more of you. Because if you're going to get more from God, God has to get more from you. He can only work with what you give him. He can only work with what you give him. So here's the areas that we're going to press you in on this week 4 with giving more of yourself, that you might get more of God in 24. Because remember, it's more in 24. In week 4, it's going to be more prayer, more prayer. Let me share with you this story that occurred and happened in my life. A couple years ago, as you know, I was finishing up my PhD. When you're taking your PhD and you're studying for your PhD as a doctoral candidate, you have to pass your comps. After you've gone through all the classworks, 3 years of classroom work, 3 years of papers, 3 years of dialogue, 3 years of restless, sleepless nights. I'm telling you, my God, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and going through my whole day. I did that for 3 years. Then there were the comprehensive exams. Now, if you don't pass the comps, you get one more shot at it. If you don't pass the comps, then you have to start all over. So here I am. I went to take my comps, and in one particular section was spirituality. What is it meant to grow in God? Now, I remember all of the books that I had read, but this one particular question pinpointed it, wanted to know exactly what it was. What was your spiritual formation? Big old long word. What's your spiritual formation? Guess what? The answer was prayer. 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 How do you know? How do I know that that's what the answer was? I wrote in the comps. Yes, I passed the comps, but I wasn't sure at the time. I wrote and wrote and wrote. Actually, I typed and typed and typed until the time was out. When I flew back home, I went to all of my books in that particular area, and there, right in the front part of an 800-page book that I had to read, the answer to the question: what is the key to your spiritual formation? What is the key to giving God more of you? What is the key to getting more from God? Prayer. That's what you're going to learn this week, prayer. Second thing you're going to learn this week is time. What do you do with your time? How do you delegate your time? What are you doing with your time? That's why we have a daily devotion. That's why we're having not only prayer all the time, but revival. That's why we're saying, if you put him first, he'll give you all the other things that you need. Now, guess what? Guess what? 24 hours is the equalizer. Everybody gets the same amount of time every day. What are you going to do with yours? What are you going to do with yours? If you want more from God, then I'm challenging you to give him more of you, more of your time. And then finally, this week, we're going to take you deeper into devotions, getting your devotion life together so that you might be able to live the more in 24 life that you're looking forward to. You ready? You ready for this week? Because there's more of you this week. Let's go. I'm ready for the group now.